Today, we're diving into the 2013 Chevrolet Captiva Sport, a vehicle so unremarkable that most people don't even know it exists. And after spending some time with it, I'm here to tell you that's probably for the best. This is a vehicle that screams, I exist because someone had to fill a rental fleet quota. So let's break it down. What's good, what's bad, and what makes this thing one of the most forgotten SUVs of its time. Let's start with the design. The Captiva Sport is the automotive equivalent of plain toast. There's nothing offensive here, but there's also absolutely nothing to get excited about. It's like Chevrolet thought, what if we made a car that nobody notices ever? You've got your generic grille, some half-hearted body lines, and wheels that look like they came from the budget SUV Design 101 playbook. This thing has all the visual presence of a parking lot speed bump. If you were hoping for bold, aggressive styling, or even just something mildly interesting, you've come to the wrong place. Inside, it's functional. That's the nicest thing I can say. The materials are cheap, the layout is uninspiring, and everything about it feels like it was designed to keep costs down. The leather seats, they're about as premium as the plastic wrappers on fast food condiments. And the dashboard? It looks like it was ripped straight out of a 2005 budget sedan. This is peak rental car chic. The infotainment system is basic, which is a nice way of saying outdated. You've got buttons, knobs, and a screen that looks like it was cutting edge when people still used flip phones. Advanced features? Forget it. This thing barely even has the basics. Chevy clearly didn't want to spend a single extra penny on this interior. Let's talk about what's under the hood. The base model comes with a 2.4-liter four-cylinder engine that makes 182 horsepower. On paper, that doesn't sound too bad, but in reality, it feels like you're asking a 5-year-old to push a shopping cart uphill. The acceleration is, let's call it leisurely. You'll get there eventually, but it won't be fun. And if you go for the optional 3-liter V6, you get a bit more power, 264 horsepower. But it comes at the cost of worse fuel economy and a whole lot of engine noise. It's like Chevy thought, let's make it louder so people think it's faster. The handling? It's exactly what you'd expect from an aging compact SUV. It's not sporty, it's not precise, it's not engaging. The steering feels disconnected, like the wheels are sending emails to the driver instead of actual feedback. It's adequate for getting groceries, and that's about it. Here's where things get interesting, or terrifying, depending on your perspective. The Captiva Sport has some well-documented reliability issues. Transmission problems are common, and not the cheap-to-fix kind. If you own one of these, just assume the transmission will fail at some point because it probably will. Other fun surprises include timing chain wear, throttle body issues, and random stalling. Let's not forget oil leaks from the valve cover gasket and cooling system failures. This thing keeps mechanics busy and owners frustrated. Basically, if you're buying a used Captiva Sport, get it inspected by a mechanic first. Actually, get it inspected by 3 mechanics and a priest. You're going to need all the help you can get. Maintaining a Captiva Sport isn't expensive until it is. Regular oil changes, brake inspections, and tire rotations will keep it running for a while, but no amount of maintenance can completely prevent the inevitable. This is a car that will break down, it's just a matter of when. And when it does break down, you better hope you've got some cash set aside, because fixing a Captiva Sport is like fixing a leaky boat. You patch one hole, and another one pops up. So who is the Captiva Sport for? Honestly, it's for people who need a cheap, practical car and don't care about anything else. If you're on a budget and just need something to haul groceries or take the kids to soccer practice, this will get the job done. Just don't expect any thrills or long-term reliability. For everyone else, do yourself a favor and look at literally any other compact SUV. There are so many better options out there. This is a car that was designed to be adequate and nothing more. It's not exciting, it's not reliable, and it's not memorable. It just exists. At the end of the day, the 2013 Chevrolet Captiva Sport is a car that's hard to love, easy to forget, and almost impossible to recommend. It's not the worst thing on the road, but it's not far from it. So unless you find one in perfect condition at rock bottom price, do yourself a favor and keep looking. Trust me, you'll thank me later. That's all I have for today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.